Our next honoree this evening is Jerry Fiddler. He has helped create and grow numerous companies as CEO, chairman, director, investor, educator, and advisor. He is the founder of Wind River and was for 23 years its CEO and chairman. Established in 1981 in Fiddler's Berkeley garage, Wind River grew to become the leading provider of device software worldwide. Its operating systems control many millions of devices, from the commonplace of digital cameras and routers to the mission-critical anti-lock brakes, defibrillators, another person close to my heart, nuclear plants, submarines, to the exotic, all the Mars rovers and the landers. After leaving Wind River in 2003, Fiddler became an angel investor and advisor, helping to create and fund numerous startups. He has worked actively both with students in an advisory capacity at several universities, including the University of California, Berkeley, Stanford, Wharton, and the University of Illinois. He was a Foundation Capital executive in residence and adjunct professor at UC Berkeley, teaching entrepreneurship in the School of Engineering. He served on the UC President's Advisory Board on Science and Innovation, the Foundation Board of both Space and Science Center, and is a trustee of the California Jazz Conservatory and the emeritus to the Mathematical Sciences Research Institute. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our next honoree, Mr. Jerry Fiddler.
I hardly recognize the person in that introduction, and it's hard to follow the folks who came before me who were very well prepared. I'm just speaking a little off the cuff. I entered New Trier West in 1964, the first year it existed, and it was actually it only half existed. There was only a couple buildings finished, so it was a very young program. Today, I spent some time with students at New Trier, and it was the first time I'd ever been in that building. Other than the swimming pool, because I was on the swimming team, and the year I started at New Trier West, we didn't have a pool yet. So we used to come over to East to swim. It was great fun. I've had an interesting career. My software is running all over, basically everything on Mars runs my operating system, a lot of stuff on the moon, a lot of other stuff, patient bedside monitors, internet router, lots of stuff. When I was at New Trier, we didn't have a computer. It was great being in class today and seeing everybody who had, I guess New Trier issues everybody an iPad now, so everybody had this tablet in front of them. There was no computer at New Trier West in 69 when I graduated. There was a punch card writer. So there was a computer club, of which I was not a member, and they could enter programs on this punch card reader, and the punch card decks would go somewhere where there was a computer, I don't know, some local college or something. So New Trier didn't teach me anything about computers. What it did teach me was how to learn and to have a real hunger and a real interest in learning new things, and a sort of fearlessness to not be afraid of learning new things. So when I got out into the world, and computers were very new at the time, what was really new was microprocessors. So it was at a time when, you can cut me off if I talk too long, by the way.
No, I'm really enjoying this.
The world was ruled by mini computers. Now mini computers, for those of you who don't know, are sort of the footprint of this podium and 6 feet tall. And they were being replaced by microprocessors, the things that are inside your phones and iPads today, but there was no software. And so I was able to create the first generation of software that enabled these microprocessors to replace these large mini computers. And that's what enabled things like the Mars rovers. They never could have gone without computers, and they never could have gone with mini computers. And I credit New Trier for, I think, a lot of for me, the ability to innovate, the sort of generalism and the sort of creativity that it takes to do something new that hadn't been done. In particular, by the way, I had Mr. Coons for chemistry too. He was a great guy. But in particular, I'd like to thank Bill Zybart, who was my advisor, Dave Curry. I was a photographer here. I was photo editor of the yearbook, and Dave Curry was a very important person to me. And Carol Gatchins, who was only here for a short time. She was a social studies teacher who invited me into her home. We spent afternoons listening to jazz. And I mean, in general, the teaching staff was fantastic, but it led to the rest of my life, and I appreciate it. So thank you very much.
Thank you.